Okay, joined by Niall Ó Ceallacháin, Dublin Senior Hurling Manager here at Parnell Park, ahead of a big week for Dublin Hurling, Neil, the start of the Leinster Championship this Saturday evening here at Parnell Park against Offaly. An exciting time, I guess, for yourself and for the panel.
Yeah, Derek, definitely looking forward to this Saturday. Lots of work done. Feel like we're in a good place to go out and actually perform, so very much looking forward to the Saturday coming.
Yeah, how have preparations been over the past 2 weeks? I think it's about a month since the end of the league. How have preparations been over the past 2 weeks in terms of preparing for what's ahead?
Yeah, no good. We've no excuses. We feel the last few weeks have gone well. The league was a bit stop-start. Obviously, we had a week there in the middle from an outcome point of view. Had two results there that didn't go our way. But from an overall point of view, what we needed the league for this year specifically, what we needed the league for, we learned a hell of a lot in that 8 or 10 weeks. The preparation since has been we're happy with. So no excuses and ready to go now for Saturday.
Yeah, I guess from the point of view of the league, it's been, like I say, a month since the end of the league campaign. It's a busy period now coming up, though, because we have 5 games in 6 weeks, starting obviously this weekend. So I guess it's all systems go. Been a bit of a break, obviously, over the past few weeks in terms of game time, but certainly all systems go now for the next a big 6 weeks ahead, I guess.
Yeah, no, a couple of things. I think the 3 or 4 week break can do a couple of things. But one thing for teams that can, because the league is full on, as well, it gives you a bit of an opportunity to bring things down a bit for a while to build back up, and that's certainly what we've done. When you're playing week on week, there isn't a huge amount of time for actual coaching. So those few weeks, it gives you that opportunity. From a player point of view, then listen, with 5 games in 6 weeks, they'll be starting 15 for this weekend. 20 lads will play or 21 lads will play, whatever, how that might fall, but we're going to need 25, 26, 27 or 28 lads over that 6 week period. So I think I'll be talking about that a bit. We're ready for that and feel that through the league and the way we approach the league, we have enough to be really, really ready for that. So it'll just how it's set up, the 5 games in 6 weeks, it'll test all panels and it'll test ours, and we feel we're ready for that.
From the league point of view, obviously a couple of defeats during the league, but how important was it, or how valuable was it to yourself and the management team to properly assess the players you have at your disposal? Obviously it's year 1 for yourself, so this is a lot of new faces from your point of view, I guess, even though you would have known them from the club championship. How important was the league campaign in that regard?
It's really important. Like we've 35 with us. That's what we're now running with. Like 1/3 of those, so basically 12 of those weren't in the panel last year. So that's a good bit of change there from last year. Listen, because of what you understand that we had from a club point of view, we obviously knew these lads. But you have to put them into that scenario in the league in February, March to really know where lads are at. And that's what those opportunities were kind of about. So while we knew what was there, I wouldn't underestimate the importance of that league for us to get a real picture around where lads were at this level.
It's Offaly, obviously, this weekend to start the Leinster Championship campaign. A team we would know quite well, obviously, played them only a few weeks ago back in February in the league campaign again, that went right down to the wire, obviously, that game. What can you expect from them this weekend?
Yeah, big challenge. I think they're obviously as well. They're talked about a lot as well, being on the up. They're under 8 success minor, under 20 level now. They're Liam McCarthy. They beat us a few weeks ago, so listen, big challenge there. But it's a new world this Saturday now as well, and they'll be coming here for Leinster Senior Hurling Championship in Liam McCarthy. So we'll see how we go.
Finally, it's pretty quiet here in Parnell Park at the moment. Obviously, we're a few days away from the game. How important will it be to have a big raucous, loud support here on Saturday night to cheer on the guys as part of that, in terms of obviously a huge game to start the campaign this weekend, and how important will that support be this weekend?
It'll be brilliant, Eric, to be honest. I love, what I will say is that there's 35 lads there who are putting a huge amount of effort in to do what's best for Dublin Senior Hurling, They're putting everything into it every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every time we're out. That connection, they all come from their clubs. That connection with the clubs and the kind of grassroots is crucially important. I'd have an ask out there for everybody to get engaged, like Saturday evening. Make this a real fortress. And I think it could do the lads a huge support and favour if we had a big support out Saturday evening.